Artiste. Yes, I am excited. From religion to relationship, and it's basically just a very short feature just to encourage you and motivate you at whatever time of day that you're watching this. But before we begin, I just want to talk to you quickly about a few things. Subscribe to my page, Marsha J. I can also be found on looking at me. Access that through www.Marsha J Ministries in my vlogs as well, and you can post them on your own social media pages. And we added a very new feature of the bulletin. So if you have a congratulatory message, condolence, or you just want to advertise an event at your church or something that you're doing for free, you can also reach out to us so that we can post on our page. Also, we have the RQC store. Yes, Royal Queen Collection. I can't stop celebrating that. Amazing. Some of the hair we can get hair, you can get robe. This is a sample of the robe, sample of the different hairs that you can get. Peruvian, Brazilian, it doesn't matter the length or the type, 7A up to 10A, it doesn't really matter. For the robe, we can get it in printed or plain, satin or cotton with your name, or if you just want to rep with the queen at the back, you can do that as well. I see some welcome. Come on in the room. We're talking about the RQC store before R today, and there are so many other things you can do on our website, and it keeps changing. It's not one of those static websites, so you have to stay in touch and keep up what's new and what's happening. All right, so don't forget to click subscribe below if you haven't. Tell somebody about this live, and you can send so that they can and watch and just enjoy. So what we're talking about today is R2R, from religion to relationship, and I just want to spend just a little bit of time. And are automated when it comes onto their Christian life, and sometimes the way they're automated, it stops them from having great, or what could be a great relationship with their Lord, and also just kind of showing you perspectives on what the world. A plan is defined as a detailed proposal. I'm looking at my script. A detailed proposal for doing or things. All of us have plans. We have plans to get married. We have plans to finish school. We have retirement plans. We have plans to make money, to go on. What are we gonna do? And the text that I would really like to reference today is Jeremiah 29:11. And I know you guys are already 29:11. It says, "For I know the plans I have and a future." Isn't that amazing that the God of the universe has a plan for us? God is so amazing. His word says even the very hairs in our head is numbered, and all the tears that we cry is actually collected in a bottle, and that comes from the book of Psalms. But when we talk about having plans for our own selves, let me share some things with you. I grew up in a pretty, I give God thanks for that every day. I went to high school, then I went off to Northern Caribbean University, and I had this really awesome plan that once I graduated, then I'd go off to work, then go back to school, do my master's, then my doctorate, and I'll be like Dr. Marsha J. I studied media and communication with a minor in school counseling. So I was looking forward to, just diving in. But then, unfortunately, I had to come back home afterwards because I had felt the need to come back because my family was going through some stuff. I had recently, at the time, just finished doing my internship at a very popular religious media station, and they were like, "You did so well, we're about to travel to do some international stuff, and we want you to come back with us and tour with us, whatever." And I was like, "Okay, God, this is like an opportunity for our lifetime," and I had to turn it down. It was not the plan of God for me at the time. So I ended up in banking for approximately over 5 years, and it was an amazing time because I got to learn a new skill. I didn't have to go to school for it, and then I learned as much as I could. They sent me back to school, but I always felt like there was a space in my heart. I wanted to go back into media, and so I resigned after a while because of being so unhappy, and I went into media for a very short stint in Kingston. Now, when I went there, started off all good and everything, but it was unsustainable and I had to resign again. And so I had to come back to St. Anne, and thereafter I was doing like part-time jobs on and off, and I was questioning the Lord, like, God, what is it that you want me to do? You know, what's the plan? Because it's not like I don't have ambition, it's not like I don't want to do something, but and I had to sit still for a minute to just listen and hear what the Lord was saying and where he wanted me to go. I remind my own self of the story of Jonah, because somewhere deep inside I knew I wanted to do ministry, but I was not directly wanting to do ministry. I was afraid. And so I ran from God, and then he started to close all of these doors that I was trying to go through, because when you are multifaceted and multi-skilled, and you don't want to do something and say, okay, I don't want to do that, I'm gonna run here, there, and everywhere, and God just started to close the doors. And then I would have persons, whether they were music supporters, they were family or friends, or just passerby, somebody God just dropped a word in their spirit to say, you look like you need to be in full-time ministry, you look like you need to be in music. And they would speak so many words over my life, and I had to pay attention, because sometimes that's exactly how God speaks. He not only speaks through his word, he not only speaks directly you in your hearing or as audibly as I'm talking now, but he uses people, he uses situations to help you to find out what the plan is. And the fact is, like the word of God says, that his plan is to prosper you and not to harm you. So the real question is, if the steps of a good man is ordered by God, why are you running? And his plan is to prosper you and not harm you. And so after a while, I decided to surrender to God. Really, really surrendered. So I came out of corporate Jamaica, and I just kind of sat out for a while and just kind of prayed and just meditated. And I said, God, whatever doors you cause to remain open, I want them to be doors that you have approved. And needless to say that I have seen so many doors open for me. JCDC, those of you who know me from JCDC, winning 2016, shortly after signing with a record label, being a brand ambassador for Go Inspire Jamaica Foundation. It has been an amazing journey, and I am still on my journey to know what the plan of God is, because every day the plan continues to unfold. But being in sync with the plan of God means that you have to exercise trust. Right? So once you trust God, it means that you're not worrying about what happens, but you know and you believe and you are assured that whatever his plans are, he's gonna work it out. Whatever the obstacles that come your way in getting to where he wants you to be, he's going to work it out. Guys, I so appreciate the fact that I surrendered my plans to the plan of God. I don't know. How about you? What areas of your life have you so strictly planned out that God does not have the room to come in and rearrange according to what he sees fit, according to what he sees that is best for you? I can only testify to the fact that being in submission and just surrendering to the plans of God, it has opened so many doors. It has led to exposure. It has led to provision. It has also led to opening up other things inside of my spirit or inside of me that I did not know exist. I remember the story about the talent. So you remember that with that story in the Bible, persons were given 5 talents and 3 talents, and there's one that was given 1 talent, and the one that was given the 1 talent, that person buried it. And so the master went away and came back, and when he called the servants to see what they have done with their talent, the ones that had more talent than the one, they multiplied because they exercised and they invested in their talent. And the one with the 1 talent, he said, Master, I know you are a hard man. And the master got so upset and just threw him out and took back the 1 talent from him and gave it to somebody else. I don't want that to be you. I don't want that to be me. So as we strive to go from religion to relationship, don't allow man-made rituals to stop you from maximizing and enjoying fully what the plan of God is for your life. The future is waiting. God is waiting. Your whole life is waiting. And so that is what I want to share with you today on R2R. God bless you. You can leave your comments below. Let me know how you like this devotional. Let me know if there are topics that you want me to address. This is just the first episode, but I can't wait to share so much more things with you that the Lord would lay on my spirit. Thank you for joining me so much, everyone. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Take care.